Manifestation. Destination. Manifestation.
Hello, hello.
Hey, hello. How's everyone doing out there today?
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Manifestation.
Destination.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, rate, and review. All of those things.
All of those things.
And you can follow us right here at Manifestation Destination Pod.
Right here.
And ring, ring, hello. Still waiting for those phone calls, and you still haven't listened to our beautiful new voicemail
Call me.
message. So,
Call me. Call
we're
me.
still waiting on that, and that phone number is 305-985-3378. Again, we'd love to hear from you guys. We still haven't, and that's
Yeah.
fine. We're gonna keep doing this until we do, and even
We
if
will
we
eventually.
don't, you know,
We
it
will.
Just, yeah. The fact is determination and perseverance, like I talked
And
about.
all in the end, you know what? Me and Kyle are having a great time doing this.
We
and
are.
we're learning
Yeah.
so much about ourselves while
Mhm.
we're doing it.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
That's really, yeah. We're
That's-
we're getting our purpose out of it, whether anybody else does or not. Doesn't
Exactly.
really matter.
Exactly. In the end, that's exactly what it is. It's for our growth, you know? I mean, shoot. It's for our soul's growth.
Okay. And if you want to get in touch with us, our link tree, of course, is also down in the description, and all of that information is there for you.
Yes, very true.
So let's get into the show. How was your week, Olivia?
You know, it's been every single day. It's just been very more prosperous, more enlightenment, more just one with myself. I don't know. I just feel as if I'm being more connected
Okay.
because I've been learning how to read more messages from like my spiritual team, and I'm starting to understand how those messages are, like how and where they come from, and it makes a lot of sense because like I run into situations, you know, throughout the week with people, family, friends, whatever, you know, and I'd be wondering like what's going on, and I don't ever know, like it's something that has to do with them, so it's like
You're like a higher sense of awareness.
Yeah.
Is what you're feeling. Because I've kind of
Yeah.
been feeling that too. Like,
yeah,
like you said, in certain situations, and what's happening here, and acknowledging it, and actually thinking about it.
yeah, but it's like the thought, it's like you didn't even think it, the thought just came.
Yeah, it just comes. Like, oh, okay.
I want people to
Got it.
understand that it's not like I'm sitting there, right, or Kyle either, like just sitting there, let me put this together. No, it's just like the answer comes.
It does, yeah.
And then if you question the answer, I swear to you, I've been getting like
it's coming back to you.
yeah, exactly,
and making sure that you no, the message you heard was absolutely right.
Yeah, and then it's up to you at that point to like fix the
acknowledge
situation.
it.
But like go about like doing the work of fixing it, you know, like I had an encounter with my sister and I had a not encounter like we went at it, no, like a thought, like feelings, like
right.
you know, just whatever situation it may be. But anywho, it was up to me to make sure that I presented her with it, you know,
Yeah.
so that way she's aware of, you know, my current state, feeling, situation while I'm currently around her.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've been on a similar page, but I'm gonna let you finish.
No,
up
that's
with,
it. No, don't
anything
let me.
else about
He's
your
got.
week.
Oh yeah. No.
Well, I can take
Just
a jump
studying
into this.
and studying. I just been studying. That's it. Really, truly, that's what I really do. Like, I meditate from the time I wake up in the morning, from like 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
If I wake up at 6, 7. Sorry, and 8, 9 maybe about 9. I start my morning around 9 after I
Mhm.
meditate. Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't do nothing else.
Nothing else. She ain't got nothing else. As per
No,
usual.
because
Okay.
I'm in a growing process right now.
Okay.
I'm in a process to where I'm like I just worked on myself. I just closed a big book. It's like big, and I locked it and I put it away. And I have a new book that I'm writing right now. So
Frustrating.
I'm in that process right now. So excuse me, you know. I mean I do mingle. How was your week?
My week was good, and I too have been, I guess, acknowledging messages and or like little gifts. You know,
Those are perfect.
little things where maybe in the moment you're not thinking about it, but
Yeah.
after the fact you're like, oh, you know what, I asked for that,
Yes.
and I forgot that I asked for that, or it didn't come in the way that I thought it would, but it was something I asked for and it was there.
Yes.
And
yeah,
from
yeah.
that moment, it's like, okay, it's great that it happened, but the acknowledgement part is where I connected with what
Yeah.
you were saying. It's like, I was like, oh, I acknowledged the fact that I asked for that, and I was thankful for it. You know, I acknowledged and was grateful for that moment. Or and the same thing with
there's a lot of energy aligning. I don't know the whole thing, you know, because I do learn every day, but I heard somewhere that there's some sort of energy alignment going on, or something's going on the 25th. You know, and I guess that day everyone should, like, you know, be mindful and grateful for their current state, their current situation, whether, however you feel about it, because whether it's good or bad, to me, I feel as if, just like they're saying, that it's for your own being, for your own purpose, for whatever lessons you guys are going through.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's there for whatever. But be grateful because there's better outcomes coming.
Yeah, that has been a multitude of the messages and like daily things that pop up in my news feed or whatever. Higher Perspective, shout out. Just things like that, or from other pages similar to that, or just in everyday life. I think a lot of it has been like that the messages were like, just confirming that the blessings were coming, or that all the hardships and all the things that we've talked about, guys. I know it seems like, at least from my point of view, because I overanalyze everything.
Yeah,
so I think
cut
from
that
our
out.
point of view, and then I try to think from your guys' point of view.
Yeah.
And I hear sometimes the repetitiveness in
That's
the things.
okay.
But that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that in a negative way.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying that I realize in the repetitiveness where they're like, man, I feel like 3 months ago they were talking about the blessings were coming, and I feel like, but that's not. They
I would say something on that effect. I mean, it's the work. Did you put the work in?
Yeah.
Did you clear your negativities?
Yeah.
Did you research what is sitting on your chest?
Right.
Did you clear the karma? Are you still around those people sucking your energy out of your life? I mean, of course they're not going to come, honey.
Yeah.
The universe portrays, like, it gives you what you are putting out, basically. So don't look at me like nothing's working. It's inside of you. Once you figure that out, then you'll see all the blessings. I figured that out, so I know I got blessings.
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed. So yeah,
There's
that's
always
just,
challenges.
just further
So
explanation.
there's always challenges, though, no matter what. Even when, so make sure they know that. Even when you get your first manifestation, there's always a challenge.
Yeah.
No matter what, there's just new challenges.
It's just
That's
a
all.
journey here for
Yeah.
sure.
It's a lesson. It's a school.
And I think maybe I have mentioned before that like lunar cycles, and I guess I'm just doubling down and just reaffirming everybody about what we're talking about in a moment. It sounds like we're repeating ourselves, that again there are lunar cycles, so we're talking about rituals and new moons and stuff. Those things go through cycles, and we've talked about how the whole year is as a whole is a cycle, like almost in 4 quarters, like with the seasons and whatnot. But that there are many times a year where the blessings are coming. There are many times a year where your manifestations are coming to fruition. So
and it comes in different ways,
if
like
you're
I
a
was
frequent
saying.
listener, I don't want you to feel like anything's repetitive. I just don't want people to feel that way. And I know some people could feel like we're just giving them the same thing over and over again.
I mean, it's up to you if you feel that way, but the more you hear it, the more it's embedded in you, you know? It's just like when they do, like, you know, tests on monkeys and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I don't know. And I'm not saying that that's what it is. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah. I think we know by now that Olivia has her way of explaining things, you know.
So what do they do to them? They constantly repeat the same thing over and over and over again. And what happens? They finally are like, it makes sense. I get it. I'm going to do my own research. I feel some type of a way.Maybe I didn't resonate with it the first time, but now I'm resonating with it because maybe your chart's different. Maybe your line different. Maybe you just woke up. Maybe you know, anything could have happened. You know, it's up to the person. Maybe you'll never wake up. Maybe this is just never for you, you know. But if you're watching it, there's clearly something there. That's my point.
Yeah.
Like if you're watching even a glimpse, even because you think you're watching me and Kyle, which thank you so much. However, you're actually subliminally listening to the message coming out.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be repetitive. Because it's the only way you're going to learn.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say that this ties in with our episode and the fact that there's a soul purpose. And we're going to get more into that, but like, it's constant renewal.
Yeah.
So when I talk about these motions and I keep repeating that, these things are going to happen throughout the year. It's like and like she said, the chapter closes, but there's still a new book.
That's correct.
There's still more going here, so it's always going to be a constant battle and a constant growth and a constant whatever. You
went through your younger years, you know, as a child, you know, that's pretty much how the chapter started. That was chapter 1.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you
for
went
sure.
to chapter 2, whatever. You know, but eventually, okay, in order for you to be born again, in order for you to feel like yourself, you can't continue to keep writing in that same book. You have to actually get that key, visualize that key, visualize your book, lock the book. Don't throw your book away.
Nope. Nope.
We're gonna
Because
do it.
Kronos would be very happy if you weren't focusing on those things.
Yeah, because we are grateful for everything that is in that book. Because everything we saw, did, breathed, whatever, ate, whatever it was, it's for our own learning. It's for our own. So you have to be grateful for that. But now you have to start rewriting your story. You know, how do you see yourself now that you realize things should be different? Now that you realize energy exists, how does your soul feel? Have you listened to your soul talk to you?
But not to go off in a tangent like we always do, and I know you guys love that and probably expect that from us by now.
On what?
We just went off in a tangent.
Oh
As I
yeah.
was talking about my week, which we
Oh
always do.
yeah. But we always get sidetracked. Back to what we were doing. Sorry,
So
guys.
the point
We're
is that
back.
there's a cycle, and acknowledging, like she said, acknowledging those things in her week and acknowledging what's going on, and I think that's been a big purpose of mine, is just being grateful and acknowledging anything and everything that I
Yes, that's good.
can.
Bring it up, rise it, bring it up to your awareness, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we're not going to learn or grow or appreciate if we're not
If you keep
acknowledging.
suppressing it, yeah.
So outside of that,
Mhm.
I am on a diet. Yes, and I started running frequently again.
We're on diets here.
I think it's, for me, I think I randomly started doing it, and it's this time of year for me, always right around my birthday.
Yeah.
I get like the last 4 months of the year, from like August to December, I get super motivated all the time.
Oh,
So I think subconsciously that's probably why I just wanted to enter my birthday feeling better than the way I entered the last year. You know what I mean? So
nothing wrong
that
with
starts
that.
with being healthy and doing that. So
I like that.
that has been a great journey. It has taken up more time than I would like it to.
Mm-hmm. Well, it takes time to put everything together. So as long
It
as
does.
you're working on it, that's wonderful.
But it's so purposeful, as we talked about last week.
Yeah.
The running, getting out there and being with nature, and just taking that time. It's usually 2.5 hours, from the time I leave the house to the time I get back.
Yeah. But it's good that you're putting. Yeah.
Yeah. I go up there, I run, I sing, I think. You know what I mean?
That's good. That's a lot of self-care. That's perfect. You need that. And that's how clarity comes. Those are downloads come. That's how your spirit guys can connect with you, because you're free. You're not interacting with the daily work routine.
Right.
You know what I call it? You're not doing that. You're peaceful. They can send you stuff.
I can't even believe I'm going to say this, but I even put on a show for my people on the horses.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because I saw them coming through, and I was walking through the back trail. So I sang one song, and then I sang another song, and then I sang like 3 or 4 songs, and they were just sitting there. I could see them sitting on the other side of the bushes.
Listening?
I was like, I just put on my own little concert real quick.
Aww.
So that was fun.
That was awesome.
And then outside of that, I really have just been working. I bought some stuff on Amazon Prime Day. I'm sure lots of you guys did.
I did not, because I don't know.
Right.
I don't pick,
For my Amazon, for my eBay store.
Yeah.
So that was cool. Got some cool sales there and some more inventory for my store. Our bocce games have been canceled the past 2 weeks because of rain. We've been rained out twice now. And it kind of sucks because those were the last 2 games of the season. So now, finals are next week. That's it.
Because everybody's getting ready for finals.
Well, yeah. I mean, this is the scheduled time for finals, and we just missed 2 games. Sometimes they extend it, but they probably won't.
Okay.
So that's that. But we're still on a high note right now with our score, our record
That's
or
good.
whatever.
You guys are doing awesome.
I don't think I have too much else to talk about. I've been watching Drag Race. I know you don't know anything about RuPaul's Drag Race.
No,
literally
sorry.
0, nothing.
Sorry, I study other things. Sorry.
I had planned to show her an episode one of these days. Anyways,
One day.
I've really been enjoying that, and they're doing phenomenal jobs. So just wanted to mention that because
Good
it's
job, guys.
really, really a great show.
Good
This
job. I bet.
season, it's all
If
winners.
you're watching it, I'm pretty sure it's good. I'm pretty sure so many millions of people are viewing that show.
Oh yeah, it's all the previous winners. They already won the show, and then they brought them all back to compete again. So it's really high caliber, and they're all very talented. So it's a good show. There's not oh well that was really lame or this wasn't good. It's all so good.
Okay, awesome.
So I've been loving that. Oh, and then I put my garden together. Olivia saw that today. I dropped the mulch, and we got a bunch of beautiful flowers in there, and
it looks really nice.
Really
you guys
cool.
should check it out. I think Kyle has some sort of a video up, but it looks gorgeous.
I have
and
photos.
The tomatoes are getting bigger.
Yes.
Everything is huge.
I will
Like,
share some photos
wonderful.
on our Instagram, so why don't you check that out at Manifestation Destination Pod. And
Yeah,
you'll see
there
the
you go.
garden.
Yeah, it's
before and
wonderful.
after.
You guys should definitely look at it. I like it.
So I think that's it for my week. I'm long-winded, but I just like to share everything because I guess this is my only time to share everything. So
There you go. Well, okay.
that I think that about settles it there. Like I said before, we were talking about souls and soul purpose, as you can hopefully read on that. I know sometimes it's a little out of focus back there, but our little
Yeah, no, it says soul
Sign says
purpose.
soul
Yeah,
purpose.
yeah. Even though we always talk about how everybody's one, we all have our own soul purpose.
yes, and we were ignited in a conversation, I guess this morning, over our coffee, as we've said before.
Cheers.
Excuse me. We always chit chat before the episode,
Yeah,
and
we do a lot of chit chatting
we
before the episode.
right, and then we realized that we have
Some sort of a slight.
some sort of a slight difference in
Yeah,
like we have the same idea with different.
Okay, so go ahead and start. Like,
opinions.
explain how you see the soul. You know, because you were explaining about the light, the ball, something no. So because that's, I mean, go ahead, because I want them to know too. I see it that way too. You know.
So part of this conversation started when we were talking about this idea of the world changing as a whole,
Splitting
okay,
and changing,
splitting and
yeah,
changing,
and how they're
and this is where our
battles are gonna
varying
weed out.
opinions
Yes,
come in about
yes,
things. So this is where this starts
Yeah,
on that idea. So we'll get back to that. But the point is that my opinion of like the soul and the purpose here is that, as I explained, it's almost like there's this ball of light
yeah,
that the soul goes in and out of, coming down here to
Yeah.
play.
for a lesson, whatever they signed up for, I guess.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So all of these balls of lights are what I believe Olivia calls the collective,
I do. Those
but
are
it
the
is
collectives.
not the collective that most people think of when it comes to like I'm just naming things. These are not specific, but like in a way different form than she does, and then what I'm talking about. So
100% different.
I know I love
Let's
to.
just point,
I really
period.
just have to point that stuff.
Yeah, the collective I'm speaking of is our soul,
Yeah.
like our light, our soul, our connection to source.
So
You know?
don't check out of the episode because you think we're talking about stuff we're not.
No,
So anyways, sorry, more tangents just because ADHD.
it's just us. Just go ahead.
So anyways, I believe that there's this ball of light where our souls go in and out, right? And the greater purpose is not. I don't believe that there's ever going to be a perfect world, which is where we come into.
Yes,
a difference.
that's where we battle.
I don't believe that this is meant to be perfect. I think that this is more of a playground. It's more of a, how did I say? It was like a training ground, is what I said earlier.
I agree that it is a training ground. Yes, I do agree to school. That I do agree with them. You see that? I do agree with that part.
This is school, and
Yes.
if this place were to ever be perfected, that would defeat the purpose of the school,
I
which
agree
I feel like
slightly.
is the soul's higher purpose,
Yeah.
and that there may be
I would
other
just- yeah.
worlds because I do believe in alien. I do believe in other life
Yeah.
and other worlds,
Yes, there is,
and
yeah,
other solar
There
systems.
is.
And
There's multiple universes. Go ahead.
who's to say that there aren't multiple playgrounds?
Right.
Also,
Yeah. There are multiple dimensions, I meant to say.
but yeah, so like my idea is that that's your purpose, is that these souls and you know we're all in this ball of light in
Yeah.
some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But you're down here for two reasons. So you're down here to give and you're down here to receive. So when you're here to learn lessons, is what I mean by receiving.
You are.
You have to pay attention. There's something you didn't learn in a previous life or a previous whatever, however you want to look at it. I'm just
Correct.
using layman's terms, okay?
Yeah.
Your soul is here for a purpose. Two purposes in my mind.
Yeah.
Give and receive. Receive is to learn your lessons, whatever selfishness, greed.
Yeah.
We'll go down to the 7 deadly sins, but there's so much more outside of that.
Yeah, there is.
But basic things like
Jealousy.
that. Whatever your flaws are, that's what you're here to work on.
Correct.
And if you don't, you go back up and you come back down, you work on the same thing, or you go back up and you come and work on something else. I don't know that there's an end to that cycle. Personally, I don't know that I'm elevated maybe mentally enough to think that far. because I think that I'm still in my up phase, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. 100.
And I think that's the receive, is the focus and the paying attention and learning. And then the giving is something that you've already learned, something that your soul has already came down here with. That's where the old soul thing for me comes from, and I've always felt this way since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Because people always told me that I had an old soul, and I feel like that is the collective thought and remember of prior lives or prior mistakes. And those are the things that you come down and you teach to other people, right?
Yeah.
You share that gift and that lesson with other people, and that's what you're giving.
Right.
So you're down here receiving new lessons, and you're sharing your old ones. That's how I feel that this works, and I don't feel that there's ever a end goal of a perfect world, because people have differing opinions and free will, and that's just the way it goes. There's too many. Free will is going to prevent, if it on a very basic sense. You have Democrats and you have Republicans. Just here in the United States, you're never going to get everyone to be a Democrat. You're never going to get everyone to be a Republican, because they have their own point of view. You know what I mean? People have their own beliefs. So who am I to say that all these people need to come into... I always think of the Simpsons episode. There was a Simpsons episode where everyone died, they all had their own heaven.
Oh, yeah?
But I've also felt like that's kind of how religions and other things work.
Really?
You go your own way, I go my own way. But there's a different set of people that are not within those thought processes.
Yeah.
I guess that's where I'm saying. So the two will never meet. The world will never be perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is also not the goal. Why do we need a perfect world? We are spirits having a human experience. A perfect world is very human.
Huh?
A perfect world is human. You know?
Yeah, it is. Yes,
that's
exactly.
That's a human
Yes.
goal. A spirit doesn't care about a perfect world, because a spirit's more worried about something else.
But there's
bigger.
so many. Yeah, exactly. But there's okay. Continue.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I do agree with Kyle on a lot of stuff. So I gotta agree with you about the light. You know, I do. I know for sure on my behalf. Okay, I'm not saying this is, you guys feel your own if this resonates with you.
Right, as we said, yeah.
Yeah. However, it's like, yeah, we all have our own souls, but we are all connected to Source. Source is infinite. Source is just infinite. Like it's just beyond anything. Okay. So the purpose of Earth, okay, was for us to come here and for us to learn. Okay, it's an energetic field. Okay, that source put together. It is made out of. I'm not familiar with science, but I know for a fact it's made out of matter. It's made out of, energies. It's made out of numbers. It's made out of like a circuit. Just like a circuit. It's just put together. Okay, basically, I feel as if, yes, we are here for school and we are here to learn. Okay, however, somewhere along the lines, okay, the elites, I'm going to call them, I don't care, because everybody calls them the elites. There's the big government people, whatever you guys want to call them, okay? The above people, the people that have control pretty much right now. I don't have control of the army. I mean, and I could energetically probably bring that to me, but you know how much energy I have to force myself to mentally think of being with the army, Does that make sense? I'm not part of the army. If I want to manifest the army, it's going to take a lot out of me,
Okay.
I'm just saying, because that's how I believe in it, okay? So I believe that they have control and they've overpowered and they've gotten way too far out of hand, okay? I believe that there's certain souls here, okay, that transmuted, okay, with permission and everything, okay? I believe that they transmuted here, down here, the collectives that I call, the souls that I call being awoke, okay? They're the ones here to try to help the other collectives wake up from being the way they are, because it is not supposed to be this way.
Okay.
Okay? The energy, God, okay, that's what everybody calls him, source, universe. It's infinite. It's us. We are creating all of this. We are allowing this to happen.
Right.
Okay? Because we allowed them to mind fuck us. Okay, so there is a purpose. I do agree with you 100%. There is a purpose for some people to come here, to give them the light, to show them the light. There's always a light. Okay? So we are here to transmute negative energy into a positive energy. A lot of people know how to play with energy and they use it for themselves, which is fine. But there is many souls, okay, out there, okay, in avatar bodies that are aware how energy works, and they are working to bring Earth to a different state of place, into Adam and Eve's garden. That garden that everybody talks about, that's where Earth will be, okay? And it is about that time because has gotten too far, okay? So far, okay, that other things had to be implemented and put in. I'm not all the way above there, so I don't know, like there's things that had been done, you know, because everything is written. We write everything that we do.
Okay.
You know, like we do. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. We write everything that we do. Everything that we do is already written. So as long as, okay, as well as I know that there's a soul here and it has a purpose to pass that light on, to transmute negative into positive, I do also know that while we are here, we're supposed to have an abundant experience. So while I am here, I feel as if I am a healer. I just feel as if every time I talk to somebody, for some reason, whether it's my presence, whether it's my words, whether it's something, feels like I calm them down in some way or another. Can't nobody change my mind. It just can't happen. Because I know that I'm energy. And I know how I feel is how they feel. So if I feel good, they're feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm rubbing great energy onto them.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great experience.
Energy is, yeah.
Yeah, it's a great. So now that I'm learning what my energy is, okay, now I know for a fact that my sole purpose is to pass on my great energy, okay, and be grateful at how I'm doing it. At the same time, though, I'm supposed to experience what wealth is. I'm supposed to experience what travel is. I'm supposed to experience what abundance is, because I have already experienced all my downfalls, or all my dark stuff, all of my other things, you know, that I needed to wake up in order for me to realize how to assist others. How can you wake up and just be like, oh, I know how everyone here on earth feels, so I know how to help them? You don't know how they feel.
No.
Because you haven't went through that. You have to go through that to
Yeah.
get to where you are.
Agreed.
So I do believe that in the end, the souls, the angels, the infinite source is going to definitely weed out all of those negative energies, all of everyone that is trying to proclaim Earth and change Earth their way and keep everyone, you know, unaware of how powerful they are as a soul. The more souls that are awakened, the more souls that know this, the more we will at the end win. We, as a collective, meaning us good souls, at the end will all be together under one roof, and it has to happen. It will happen, because it is written that it has to happen. Sorry, it just is. It just will. I can't explain you how they're gonna weed out. I can't tell you that the earth is really gonna split in half. Maybe it is. Maybe it is when we shift. We don't know. We don't know. I don't really truly know. Maybe God or my spirit guides can send me a message in regards to that, like a real true one, and I'll share with you guys. But I'm just saying, like, really truly, I can't tell you. Maybe it does. Maybe something is happening now anyway. Every day people are different. Every day people are changing. Every day something new is coming.
I think we're getting, personally, I think we're just getting, like you said, we are getting farther and farther. I don't know. I don't believe in a fix-all. I just don't.
Yeah, it is gonna. There is gonna be a
That's
fix-all.
just not my.
Yeah, there
personal
definitely
belief.
in the end is gonna be a fix-all to where we're all gonna be here having a wonderful experience.
Well, this is
We
a
were
physical
never-
realm.
Yeah,
I don't believe that.
it's the lowest density realm.
But the
We
thing
are
is,
the lowest density.
I believe in science
Yeah.
as well, so I know that this Earth is going to burn up.
It
from
will
the
not,
sun.
no.
It will,
And
and it
it's-
has started.
It won't. It's not 'cause-
Global warming and everything that we've already done, physical, real world things that we have actually done, are going to affect this world just like it has other places.
It's not. Earth is never going to go nowhere. Earth is never going to dissipate. Earth fixes itself. Earth is a
But it's
star.
not. The
Earth
polar
is
ice caps are
like,
melting. The forests are catching on fire. These things are really
It
happening.
has to happen for
but
that.
they're not going to refreeze. That's the problem.
It has to. It's going through a cycle. It's going through the biggest
And the
cycle
last
Earth
time
has
that the
ever
Earth
went through.
No, because the last time the Earth went through this cycle, all the dinosaurs were extinct.
This is
This is the same
bigger
thing.
than that. This is bigger than that.
Okay.
This is bigger than that on a collective level. because this is the lowest density. This is the lowest density planet ever on a collective side. We are energetically renewing Earth. Earth is awake. Ghana is awake, and she's renewing it. She has to go through a cycle. The tree has to go through a cycle. Flowers have to go through a cycle, but it's a massive one. It's the biggest one because it's on a collective level.
That's
It has never been on a collective level. Nobody has ever been aware as much as they are aware right now.
I don't
Some
know that
has
people
been.
are as well because you think they are.
I
think
do
people are
think they
farther
are.
from that because of technology and because of everything. I think people are less aware.
No.
I do.
No.
I really
believe
do.
that there are so many aware ones. So many powerful, gifted ones that are way beyond my
Of course,
my
there's a
awareness.
multitude of people
But good
here.
ones.
That's right.
Yeah, that are changing it. It's changing itself. And then you have your archangels, then you have your spirit guides, then you have your ancestors.
I guess I just don't
everyone.
believe in physical change.
There is.
I'm an atheist in that belief that I do not believe that anybody has any power to physically change anything here. Cause
So then you'll
this
always
is-
be repeating that cycle.
And that's fine, but
No,
this
it's not.
this is a physical realm for me. I don't believe that spirit and physical are connected in that matter. They're two different things. My spiritual determination, what my spirit is here to do, and what physical doesn't really matter. Is a physical experience. It's what I said last week when I said
Yeah.
we are spirits having a human
But
experience.
we are, yeah.
Not
we are.
humans having a spiritual, or not, you know what I mean, the other way around.
Exactly, yeah, okay.
So,
But
so what I'm saying is all this stuff about this, like, I'm gonna die when I'm 90 years old, right? And my spirit's gonna be regenerated, however it needs to be.
Okay, however your soul decides, yes.
But again, like I said before, this is a playground. This is a school. If it were ever perfected, then there would be no school. And I do not believe.
You ascend.
I don't believe that
You ascend.
everyone will be perfect at one
You,
point.
when you go to school, you go from kindergarten to middle
I understand
school.
what you're
to,
saying, but-
you
right,
ascend to
right.
different and better, higher things. Okay, when people go from this density level,
Mhm.
once they are aware that they're on a density level, once they are aware of what they're capable of, whether they're here to heal, fix, breathe, run, whatever they're here to do, whether just to be a person, just to be a person here in the middle, okay, just to be a pawn, okay. Once they realize what they are and what they can do and what happens next, they start ascending. Now they're on this ascension planet. Now they're on this planet right here. Now they're reliving or living, continue a different cycle, like a better cycle. Whatever they manifested from the bottom, pretty much, is what you're doing, okay? So once you enlighten yourself more and you get higher, so now you're living a better life, a better and a better. So it is a school, but it's never going to be this way always. You have to ascend.
But some of the things you say you don't even realize. I don't know if maybe you hear it from someone that is reading it out of a Bible, but
I don't
that's what
listen
you're
to the
saying.
Bible. I don't even let nobody read the Bible to me.
So that's why I'm like, so whatever you read or you interpret or you hear, some of the things that you're interpreting are very scriptural. It's
Really?
like it's like yeah, it just sounds like I don't know.
Like
That's
it's
what
in
it
the
sounds
Bible,
like.
but it's not in the Bible though.
But you're listening from all different things. You listen to different, whatever songs or meditations or whatever,
Yeah.
and you get information from those sources.
Yeah,
you get
yeah,
information from people you meet,
Yeah.
and the people
Well,
you
of
meet.
course, yeah. If that is true, though, those are the people that I put in my path for a reason, obviously. So obviously, for a reason, they're there passing my message. Because to me, I believe that we are one again. We energetically put everyone there. Like they energetically put me there.
Yeah, everyone's
for
here
a
for a
purpose.
reason.
Yeah, for a
I
purpose
believe
for
that.
each other. For each other, so we can enlighten each other. Like clues, and like a video game again. They're clues. They're like, oh, hey, remember this. Hey, remember this. That's who that person is. So if they are giving me clues, they're giving me clues so I can build who I am. And I guess if I sound like a Bible, then I apologize. I guess I don't know.
You don't have to apologize. I'm just saying.
I just know for me that everyone has to ascend.
For me, your bigger picture outlook, like we are on the same page 100%, obviously, otherwise we wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
But
we do see way a lot in common. Very true. Yes.
your bigger picture outlook is more man-made religion
Yeah.
to me.
Yeah.
Just the thought process, just the
And yours to me is like we're always gonna like Earth is real and like we're always gonna live this earthly lifestyle, which is not. It can't
no. No,
has to
that's
be
not what I'm
something-
saying, and I think
has
that's where
to-
you're just misunderstanding me.
It has to be something better at the end. It has to be like bigger and better.
Yeah, I mean, you're working towards a higher goal. I believe that. But what
Yeah.
I'm saying is, what the words that you're saying is like what when you go to church or you go to any. No offense, but all these other religions, it's like somebody's going to come here and fix the whole world, and everyone on here is going to be happy. It's going to be the Garden of Eden.
But
There's
we
going to be no bad. It's
are.
going to be all good.
Oh,
I don't believe
so-
that
so
because there are
we
souls that are here dark that are never going to be light. It's just that's not possible. That's just not their purpose. That's not their goal. That's not their intention.
They have to be here for that reason. They have to be here to be dark in order for you to transmute it into light. They have
But
to
the dark
have
is always going to be dark. The ignorant will always remain ignorant if they choose to do so.
But once you ascend, you leave them behind and they're no longer there because you now are light.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that
Oh.
you ascend to a place that's going to be
Oh,
like
light?
I don't know that I believe that far. Maybe just because I'm only 30 years old and I haven't thought that far, but I just don't.
I do. I really believe that once in the end, everyone is going to be. It has to be better. It's always. I mean, we're ascending to a better place. That's the whole purpose.
I guess
of
I think
this.
that everything for me it's a solo mission.
Uh-huh.
If
It-
that makes sense.
it
What
is.
what you say is like you're getting to a better place to be with better people and be around better people. And for me, you're here to help people, but you're here to just better yourself.
Yes,
There
yes,
is
always
no.
about
I'm
yourself.
trying to get to. I'm going to go to this place with a whole bunch of other
No.
people. You're
No.
on your own
Yes.
solo spiritual journey, and
Yes.
that's where I get confused with some of the things you say or some of the other religions and things. It's
That's
just,
what
I
it's,
don't,
it's
that's
about
where I
yourself.
don't believe.
Yeah, no, it's about you.
it's-
Along the way, yes, we're helping others because that's what our purpose is to enlighten others with our light,
Mhm.
ignite their light with our light, as we are taking care of ourselves. Yes, so that's exactly what I'm saying. You're moving up to a better place, so you can do better, bigger things. You know. So once you get to a level to where you want to be, like let's say that people are like signing you up, like oh you're gonna do this and this for me, like you're like big, to where you want to be. You just ascended. So all of that other negativity, all of that other crazy stuff that people see now or that's in your reality now will no longer exist there. Other things, yes, because you're portraying them to be there. If you don't portray them to be there, they will not be there. So once you ascend, automatically, I don't care, all of the people and things that were never here with you will always go. They just have to go. Where do they go? I don't know. I don't know how to explain that part. But you're here. You're leveled up. You're big time Kyle now. But imagine if you get even bigger. All of these people are now stuck here and down because they haven't leveled up with you. Where those people, they just go. They're just out of your network, out of your aura, out of your circle, So now you're bigger. And then as you were saying, you stop paying attention and focusing on the outer world, and you start focusing more on your inner world and how what's vibrating around you, and how your vibration is, So, and there's nothing wrong with that because that's the purpose. Our purpose is to find out who we are and to have an experience, like you said. Along the way, as you're lighting your candle, you're just passing on the light to everyone else. As everyone is lighting up that candle, Earth itself is going to start changing. You're going to start feeling different and better and more vibrant, more lovable, more I can, more I am, more I can and I am. And everybody deserves that. So in the end, it's going to be like a brighter place. Sorry. Let me shut up. I'll continue.
No, I think that's fine. I think we are on the same page. I think there's things that we misunderstand when we're trying to explain how we feel
Yeah.
with things.
Yeah, I am a very worst explainer. It's hard for me to explain stuff.
I believe that the soul is leveling up. I believe that you're here for a reason.
Yeah.
I am the gray area for me is I don't know. There's two sides to my thought process, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have the very regenerative side. You figure it out, whatever you don't figure out, you come back, regenerated. As another human in this earth, and those old souls or those thoughts are the prior lives, the things that the soul carried with it,
yeah.
right?
Because you have to learn from them.
So that's what I really resonate with.
That is true, though.
But my gray area falls into, and I think that just comes with age. I mean, as you get older, you start to think about things differently, and you start to develop different opinions or outlooks on things, and that's
And how
definitely
to
what's
handle-
happening for me.
Yeah, exactly. Opposite.
And my gray area now stands as like it's almost contradicting. Like the purpose could be to level up within the lifetime, right? So this is just the other half of the coin. is the purpose that you regenerate and you keep figuring out, or is the purpose that you have your lifetime to really figure it out by the time you're old and gone?
No.
And that doesn't make sense to me, only in the sense that, like,
You.
like people like my sister, she's 33 years old. There's no way that you could figure things out.
No.
But then that makes me wonder, was the soul still challenged in this lifetime that it had to start over?
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. Or you give yourself a timeline, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You give yourself a timeline. That's why there's timelines. Give yourself a timeline of how old or when and it. You already know. You already predetermine how this is going to happen. How you're going to pass away. You know? Sometimes you enter Earth as a soul to enlighten someone else and you pass away within 6 months of your existence on Earth. Because you were there to enlighten that person. That was your whole mission. Your whole mission was to be born, give light and love to that person, wake them the fuck up, you know, in their life, and go, right? Yeah, like that. So,
it's a multitude, right? That's
Yeah.
where the conflicting thoughts, and I'm sure everyone out there feels very similar.
but you have to repeat it. And when
that's-
I believe that there's multiple lifetimes. You can have millions of lifetimes until you learn. You
Yeah.
cannot pass
That's
school
my
until you
basis
learn.
foundation
Yeah.
theory that
You
is
can't
always,
level up
but
until you
I'm
learn.
just explaining to me like
Yeah,
that's what I believe, but this is where a thought that has popped in my head, just like
yeah.
what, but it doesn't make enough sense to me.
Well, you can't pass. You can't get your degree to level up until you, on this level, on this lifetime, on this, you have to clear everything. That's exactly right. You carry all of that with you every single time. You're not aware of it when you're first born.
Right. And
You're not. You're aware of it as you grow, as a teenager, as an adult. Whenever it starts kicking in, you're like, damn, you know, why am I this? You know, you start over again because you have to start attacking those things so you can finish it finally, so you can level up to the next portion. Not so while you're working on all of them, you know, you're experiencing life. Also, you're
Yeah.
also having that experience. There goes the experience. You want to experience it in a rut, or do you want to experience it on a boat? I went through my rut. I want to be on my boat.
Yeah, and I think that's my frustration with a lot of people is like, I don't think I'm better than anyone. I think sometimes that's our attitude can come off that way.
Yeah,
not in that sense,
Yeah.
but like in a way, like, oh, they think they're better, but no, there's so much potential for everyone out there.
Yeah. Once
And,
you learn how to use your power.
and some, no offense, but some people are meant to do the grocery store jobs or the cashiering jobs or the serving jobs
That's what
or
they
the
wanted
kitchen
to
jobs. That's
do.
what they wanted to do and
They
that's what they
needed
enjoyed
that
to do.
experience. Yes,
But there are a
for
lot of
whatever
people out there
reason.
that are complaining about your jobs, hint to any of you that are watching, and you're not leveling up
because
and
you're
getting
not
out.
listening.
You're not. There's so
Yeah.
many other jobs. There's so many other opportunities. There's so many other things for you to do. And
Stop,
that's
breathe, listen to your inner soul. Your soul is screaming. When you feel like you hate your job and you feel like you're uncomfortable, you feel like you're not in the right place, it's
You're
your
not.
soul. You're not.
Yeah.
Your soul is screaming at you. Why don't you take the time and go sit at the park? Like when Kyle goes out running, he meditates, he said. Go sit out in nature and listen to your soul. It's giving you its purpose. It's trying to come out like you don't belong here. Do something different. Be creative. Do some art. Do some singing. Go do dancing classes. You know, go on a trip.
yes. You
Stop.
have to find your
Start living that experience
Mhm.
while you're learning.
Yeah, personally, like I want to get my mental health and all my stuff. Like I
Yeah.
want to level up physically and spiritually, but physically, I want to get to that point so I can help other people.
Yeah.
My goal is to fix myself so that I can help
Yes.
fix other people.
Yeah, exactly. You
You
can't
know.
fix no one unless you yourself are good to go. And even then, you're still working on it, but you're not working. You're working on it, but it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, so that's where I was talking about like frustration with people that are in these dead end jobs and they're so focused on the mundane, like
Yeah.
the day to day life, and I gotta feed the kids and I gotta
Yeah.
do this, and I'm supposed to be miserable at my job and stuff.
Well,
It's
they
like
give their time.
you waste your whole potential.
Yeah.
All the lessons and the things that
I
you
have
could be
done it.
learning.
We have
and
done
people
it.
you could be helping if you were in a happier place. Because
This
when
is-
you're happy, you help people. You really do. And
Yep, we give our time to everyone but ourselves.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I think there's just so many people out there that are very unhappy.
Yeah.
And if they would just take that step to find out what
But
can
they
make them
can't
happy.
because they don't care about giving themselves time. They want to give their time to everyone else around them.
Like,
they
I
don't
get-
want to give themselves time.
On a basic note, I get that people want to pay their bills. But you can find time outside of that job to
Yes.
look for something else.
Exactly, that's
to
what we're
find another
saying. Yeah,
way
give
to pay
yourself
your bills.
time.
You don't
Yeah.
have to be miserable.
Yeah.
And
Search
again,
within
that's-
yourself and see if there's some sort of a creative thing that you're holding back on while you're currently at your job paying your bills. You could do both.
Right.
The same way you go home and do nothing is the same way you can find your creativity.
Yeah.
There's always time for yourself. You just choose not to give it to yourself.
And,
Think about that.
Yeah, and I know it's a little off topic, but it's not in the same fact that
It's not.
I just think if people found their happiness, they would be able to fulfill their spiritual goals
Yes.
while they're here,
Yep.
and be able to listen and pay attention and be alive.
And then you finish school and you level up. Don't you? I want to level up.
Yeah. So that was
This
that
is
was my
it.
grand point. Is
Yeah.
as you can see, sorry, I talk over here a lot, and I think I'm having some sort of insecurities in the past couple weeks because I haven't been talking to the camera.
Oh,
I've been
that's
like,
fine.
if you watch the episodes, I'm like this most of the time, even when I'm talking.
I'm gonna look at you a lot too, but then I always do a glance over there. But go ahead.
The point of all of this was that I think it's
Yeah.
interesting again to share with you guys
Yeah.
our differing opinions.
Yep.
And it
wanna
doesn't change
thank-
our like love for each
No,
other. You know what I
Jesus
mean?
Christ, hell no,
And it's
We-
interesting
We're
to learn
still aligned
things.
for a reason.
Yeah.
We're in alignment for a reason. Me and Kyle are in alignment for a reason.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
I help him, he helps me. It's just is.
it's just something we kind of
There's
wanted
a
to.
grand purpose in the end. I keep cutting you off.
That's okay. We just thought it was interesting and something we wanted to share with you guys. And
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys have some of your own varying opinions on the things that we talk about.
Yeah.
And as always, we are going to encourage you to comment down below
Yes.
or leave us a voicemail or
Yeah, let us know how
shoot
you
us
guys
a
feel.
DM
Call
on
us.
our Instagram. I mean, all of these options are available to get in touch
They
with
really
us.
are, yeah.
And we really would like to know if there are other people out there resonating with what we're saying. We know that there are, but we want
We
to...
know they are, but we're drawing. We want
wanna
to draw
see it,
them to
you know?
us. We want to draw the same collectives like us.
Draw.
Not the Bible version of collectives, but the Olivia version of the collectives.
I guess I'm always going to clarify that in every episode because I never know who's listening and when they're listening and what episodes they heard and haven't heard.
Yeah.
So
No. I just
we're
thought it
always
was
gonna
cute, so I'm just
clarify
gonna be
for you
like,
guys.
yeah, I'm drawn. No, come talk to us, guys. But anyway, yes,
I think that concludes the episode.
that does. Yes, this was wonderful. I'm so glad that we did this.
And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Manifestation Destination Pod. You can also find us on YouTube, where update alert. Our video episodes will be available every Saturday on YouTube, and you can
Every
listen
Saturday.
to the audio only on Spotify's on Fridays.
Only.
So we are making that change. I told you guys I would let you know when that's happening, and it is happening now. So if you're wondering why you do not see a video on Spotify, that's because it's not available.
Right? Yeah.
So you have to wait till Saturdays
Get
and check it out,
program.
guys.
Right. Thank you.
And make
Much
sure you
love.
subscribe to that YouTube channel and hit the bell notification because it will let you know every time we upload an episode, which will also, really quick, sorry guys, long announcement here. All of our episodes will always be up at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that is on Fridays and Saturdays. So
Yes.
Fridays at 8 a.m. on Spotify and all their podcasting platforms, and Saturdays at 8 a.m. on YouTube. Just so you guys know that there is now a specific time when you can expect to hear and see our beautiful faces. So,
Yeah.
Outside of that, again, Linktree is down in the bio, and our phone number is 305-985-3378. Make sure you ring, hello, call us because we are waiting and
Yes.
we want to hear from you guys.
Yes. Thank you. So I'm gonna leave you guys with this note. Have a very wonderful weekend. Make sure you guys wake up every morning being grateful for that breath of air, even though this is all energetic work. Work on yourselves. Work on your soul. Work on your soul's purpose. Stop, listen, focus on yourself. See you guys on Below the Light.
And positive vibes. Love you guys. Bye.
Manifestation Manifestation, manifestation, manifestation.